Welcome to Interactive Friction Season 2. I am your host, Brandon Lee Carey. Joining me as always is Samuel Callahan, aka the Destroyer of Worlds.
I earned that title between this and the last session. I am also the destroyer of airships, apparently.
Oh, especially airships.
Right.
You know, an airship can be considered someone's world.
Yeah.
If they live their entire life in that airship.
It's pretty good, man. Alright, let's go grab some shit. This is a book. Probably World War II book. Yep, it's Hoshi, who I think is the World War II soldier? Or no, maybe that's the guard. I don't fucking remember.
Who cares?
2 out of 3 rifle parts. That's what I care about. Also,
It's time for drugs.
Should be able to break this, right? Wait.
You got a rifle part.
Wait. I thought we had the pulley. Oh wait, we have the hook and tackle. We don't have the pulley yet, right? Right.
Oh, right.
I got those confused.
So did I, actually.
Yeah, I forgot.
You don't get the pulley until you beat the boss.
Yeah, well, the pulley's inside the ship where Alex is, because you have to use it to solve the puzzle. The ship puzzle.
There's and this is a really goofy boss fight we're coming up to.
You mean the big guy on the ship?
Yes.
Yeah. Which is repeated one more time at the very end of the game.
It's a video game boss fight. Like, you know what I mean when I say, like, this is a video game boss fight we're about to come up to. But first, we have a combat section.
It's combat. Oh, no, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Where is the ship? There it is. You know, for getting fucking shipwrecked, the endurance doesn't look all that bad.
No, not really.
It's kind of still in one piece.
I mean, it's not seaworthy, but it looks relatively intact.
Seaworthy. It's a fun word.
You know what they say? The best way to know you're a good seaman is to stop laughing at the word seaman.
That is the second time in this LP you have mentioned that.
Yes, it is.
We're running out of jokes. Quick, make this game hit faster.
Combat.
Combat.
Platforming.
Can we just replace just anytime you run things to say, just combat. Combat.
Or even better, I like to say, so we're playing Tomb Raider.
Because we keep talking about other shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is just like, in the way that the forest was a stealth room, this is a combat room. It is specifically designed
to you can stealth this, and I have, but like, you were going to end up fighting something at some point. You just got a killer stealth axe.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's
yeah, and I am surviving against all odds, but I got a killer stealth axe.
Yeah, like this area is set up in such a way that
killer headshot.
It wants you to do combat. Let's see.
It's like the guard just asking Laura, "Do you want to do the combat with me?"
Yep, there it goes. I almost had it too. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to stealth through it, and then as soon as I dropped down, the guy saw me. So.
Yeah, buddy.
Boom.
But you can take out a good chunk of them before you actually engage them.
Oh, that's the wrong gun. That's the wrong gun. Oh, combat. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. What the fuck? Where'd everybody go? Oh, they just do the combat thing now where they just show up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I have napalm arrows.
Again, because that makes total sense to make those out of salvage.
I have napalm arrows. Just want you to think about that. Napalm.
Remember, we made this out of generic salvage.
What the fuck?
We made napalm arrows out of generic salvage.
I've never seen a guy with a katana before. That's the first time I've seen that.
Apparently it does some damage.
Apparently. I mean, I guess it makes sense, though, that he'd have a katana, because, you know, Japanese World War II Island. It's funny, I just saw that.
What's funny? In video games, the katanas are always, like, these great weapons. But, like, in real life, katanas are complete garbage.
I remember you mentioning that, but, like, where did that come from? Did you, like, read something?
Yes, I did, like, because in Japan, katanas are made out of, like, really brittle iron. So it actually requires a lot of skill to forge them into anything that you could actually remotely use as a weapon. Whereas the when we made weapons in the West, we use steel, which is a lot stronger. So, like, if you put a katana against, like, any Western-style sword, it will just destroy itself in the first swing.
So was it made from brittle iron because that's what they had?
Yeah, that's all they had in Japan. They didn't really have, like, the steel and that kind of...
So maybe it's not necessarily that it's a bad weapon, it's just a bad weapon in relation to all other weapons.
You need to be very well trained to use it properly because it is not made of materials that are designed to withstand lots of force.
Yeah. Interesting thought.
So, like, yeah, well, because in Japan, katanas were like all the rage. You were you were like a badass because you were highly trained. In the actual real world, katanas are completely garbage weapons.
Stupid garbage weapons.
You're better off like using a fire axe.
Oh yes, the Edo period fire axe, my favorite.
Like no joke, the fire axe is like, or like even like a woodsman's axe is just so much better weapon than the fucking katana.
Man, I totally forgot about these guys. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Buttercup?
Bam! Starting to learn the combat on my 4th run through this game. I feel like it
so it makes sense then to use katanas, but like most of the katanas in this world would probably be like broken by this point, honestly, in real life.
Does iron get worse over time? That's something I think I know.
It rusts.
Okay, yeah.
So yes.
Essentially, yes.
Iron rusts like the rustiest thing.
Oh, come on. Oh, blue ore.
Oh, that's why rust is known as iron oxide. That's its chemical term, because it's made of iron and oxygen.
Brandon, I don't want to hear any of your science talk.
Okay, English major.
That's right. You want to talk about the Oxford comma?
I just saw how you popped up for a second and went into no health.
Yep. It's just, I feel like somebody fucking is trolling me or something. Like somebody just came into the save file and just said, "Yeah, let's just ratchet up the difficulty."
No, if you just like wait for like 30 seconds, your wounds will all magically close.
Oh god. It's just ridiculous. Then again, I was having similar problems with Watch Dogs Bad Blood when I was playing it last night. Where I just,
and it's not as bad as Uncharted. Like Uncharted, that you could like. Uncharted got goofy with the way like enemies took like 5 times more damage than you did.
Yeah, wasn't that mostly a problem in the first game though? Like I want to say that they were.
Yeah, like it got corrected a bit more in the later entries, but like in the first game it was particularly egregious.
Yeah, that is one thing I noticed when I was playing Watch Dogs Bad Blood though, is that the enemies are actually pretty squishy in that game. So, which I really liked.
What's with all the fucking turrets in this room?
That needs more turrets. I don't know. And you move over here. Oh, boy, is it combat. And I mean that in the most sincere way possible.
Yeah. This is a combat room.
What kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into?
Yeah, there's a book here, and then I know if I go over here, behind the truck, there is a doll, I believe. If I remember correctly. Which implies that there were kids on this island.
Yeah, that's always an uncomfortable thought.
The date reads May
It's the coin with the soldier.
Yeah.
There was a doll earlier.
And there's like a set of family photos in one of the one of the relics. It's like a set of old family photos that are relatively recent. Like I think they were like in the 2000s or so, and they were according to dates on those pictures.
In this game?
Yeah, I think so, or maybe like from like the 80s or something.
Say it had to be something like that, because I don't think this island was inhabited during that period, to my understanding. Cartography, which will just show us everything on the map, which I don't really care about. God, I don't fucking know.
What does survivalist give us?
What do you mean?
There was one skill in the other tree called survivalist.
Which tree? The third one?
The one on the far left.
Oh. Well, there's cartography and... Oh, this is the one that's extra rewards. for excluding animals.
Oh, we don't need that then.
It's okay, I already bought it. We've seriously reached that point of it doesn't matter.
Yeah, all these rewards are basically extra XP.
Yeah, it's just ways to get more XP. Alright, if I sound tired, that's just because it's combat.
Yeah.
It's not combat.
Now it's a video game-esque boss. You know, and everyone knows what I mean when I say it's a video game boss.
Yeah.
It's like it's the standard, you do the same thing 3 times and the boss is defeated. Because 3 is the magic number. I'm not... I would like to do some research onto why that became like the gold standard is do this 3 times.
That's the Miyamoto standard, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Mario. I think that's why just Mario was popular. I think I've heard some people break it down theory-wise and basically just say like, well, the 3 standard is like 1 is nothing, 2 is you don't really...
How did
it's
this
2 'cause
guy
you can
get
fluke it.
so big? Did he have like steroids as a child?
Oh, I remember you try to fight this guy and he's like, hey, can I hit you? And he's like, no, I'm too big.
Like what the fuck, man? How did he? This is like a normal person. This is like a person, right?
So
Like, how did he get? It's like he's like twice as tall as Laura Croft. Like, what are they feeding him? Steroids?
They love me some steroids in the morning. Also, I like how he blocks bullets with his fists.
And also, what does he eat?
What do they eat?
Like, I mean, because I mean, like, if we're that's a Seamus.
I was gonna say,
I said this. I said this in the post, but like I'll say it in the Let's Play too. Like I that's not my thing. I stole that from Seamus Young at the Escape.
We stole it. Stole everything.
Shamelessly.
I stole this whole video from spoiler warning. I'm not actually playing the game.
I shame us when I do that.
You shame Seamus.
Yes.
How could you shame him? His family. Now Seamus is gonna watch this and be like, "You guys are assholes." I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like I mean, because in theory, all of these people in this island are starving and trying to find, or at least very very hungry. Like, but how much does this guy have to eat to maintain that muscle mass?
Now we get to do this part again because I fucked up. This
Oh
second part.
my god! But you know what I mean? Like, you'd have to eat a lot to become a dude that big.
Plus, also you gotta eat a lot. You gotta sustainably eat a lot.
Yeah. So like if we're full of like starving people in this area, like how does he stay as big as that?
Or just, and he's all like, "I'm so injured." Also, I didn't even consider this, but I've been stabbing him in the same leg over and over. And it's like, that's just really gotta suck.
Or he could beat the shit out of you in a single punch.
I completely zoned out for like a second and died. God, this is fucking boring.
Like,
More
because
time
in
over.
theory, again, like this guy should be felled to a headshot like any other guy in the game.
Well, we did it.
But like this is a video game boss fight, so we have to like basically carve his head apart with an axe in order to kill him.
Alright, he's the one that has the pulley on him. Yeah,
Because of course he has a pulley in his pocket.
pulley in my pocket. It's named a hot new EP.
And then this episode as well.
Yeah, consequently. Or unless I name it anything else, because that's what I tend to do.
Yes.
Not even on
No,
purpose.
episode. This episode's title just would literally be anything else, in quotes.
Well, now you said that, now I can't do it. It would ruin the whole point. I just feel like that's such a weird, like, inside joke with our series, with the podcast and this series and everything that we do, is I always forget to title it what we tell us to title it.
Well, the thing is that I tell you to title 6 different things in the same episode, and you have to pick one of them, but you end up picking none of them.
Yeah, I end up always doing something else.
This is a nice little callback.
Yeah.
This is the same room that we start the game in.
I kind of funny though when I see this, and it's like, so you can create a photograph, but why wouldn't you take a photograph in the in-game engine so that the characters look correct? Like, it looks not like a real... It doesn't look
Yeah,
correct.
but like this is the more important shot right here, where you
Yeah.
see this same shot in the beginning, and she's all clean, but now you see her now, and she's changed a lot.
It's very much, like... I want to say Lord
I
of the
wish she didn't have to say so much has happened.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of just
almost
hitting you over
like
the
it's
head.
not as bad as Delson Row in Second Son, but like
It is
it's
definitely
still
a case
like
of like you're
you
saying what I'm already understanding.
like I don't need you to say that because it's kind of already like implied in the action and it's supposed to be.
And that's very much a video game. Well, not even video game problem. Movies have that problem a lot too. Which
It's
is
a
just,
fiction problem.
Yeah, which is just lowest common denominator.
They're
for, like, the
afraid. They're
viewers.
afraid that you won't. That you
won't
may
get it.
miss something.
Well, they're afraid that you won't get it. That, like, people will go that and be like, "Why did you look in the mirror with that face?" And it's just so much happy. You're like, "Oh, I get it." Well, with video games,
And, I wish that more people would just like let go and just say, if you didn't get it, that's okay. You're not. That's not my problem.
Well, it's also weird in video games because just the physical dexterity that's required to play a game. You think that those kind of people would be plenty smart enough to
Yeah.
understand that kind of symbolism. But it is what it is.
Oh man, this puzzle was really boring.
Yeah.
For me,
Well, it's just
personally.
it sucks because it's just like it's just
It takes like you
moved.
figure out the actual solution in seconds, but it takes you minutes to complete
Yeah,
the puzzle.
that's what I was trying to say. I was just completely fucking my words. But yes, it's one of the worst puzzle concepts in a game.
Yeah.
It's just this idea of like I understand the puzzle faster than I can solve it.
This holding, like mashing the button to yank it that way, that's not fun. Not really.
It's not enjoyable. Nor is like the wait for it to happen or anything like that. Also,
Yeah.
this is Alex. Like, it's so weird. Where like all of Alex's character only comes in his death. It's almost a Metal Gear Solid style way of doing characters. Which I don't know if you're too familiar with that series, but characters only
I'm not.
Like Metal Gear Solid, characters only get their character in death. Like that's the only time they get to do like their death soliloquy. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
Alex, like you don't get
this-
jack shit about who Alex is or what he does or anything until the point where he's about to die. Which it kind of sucks because it's just it's not a great way of writing characters.
Not really, no. It's kind of awful, especially in Alex's case, because like his literally his only trait in this entire game is that he dies doing something pretty stupid.
Yeah, he dies in something virtually.
That's literally the only thing he ever does in the plot, and it gets him killed.
And it's kind of like doubly shitty when you think about it because it's like Alex dies doing something that Laura probably could have done without any trouble.
Yeah.
Considering her ability. Which, it seems like they try to purposely frame it like that, which is like, Alex just wanted to impress Laura. But it's like, yeah, but you specifically wrote this character to be the antithesis of Laura. Therefore, like, I get what you're saying, but it just makes no logical sense. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I guess the only sense it makes is love, and I hate that is a story trope. Of characters do unwieldy, ungodly things. because
Love
of
makes you do crazy shit.
Yeah, and just call me a cynic, but that is one of my least favorite things in storytelling, is the idea of people who do crazy shit for love. Do shit that is completely illogical and against any... Oh, right. Oh my god. I'm like losing my word. I just hate that so much. So
Looks
whatever.
like my dance career is over. Ha ha ha.
It's such a generic character. I wish I had more to say about it. Like, it's not even, like, pathetic in a way that I can feel bad for him. It's just bad.
Yeah.
And then, like,
I'm not gonna make it out of here, Laura.
Also, speaking of hitting you over the head with symbolism that you could have understood, right after this section, you pick up, it's like when you first use the pulley to get back up on a ledge, right in front of you, it's his diary. And it just says, like, I always just wanted to be the hero that Laura would like. And it's like, I understood that from the cutscene.
Yeah.
And yet you had to
made that pretty
explicitly
obvious.
tell me. Also, she wanted to kiss him on the lips. Like, come on.
Because literally his line is, "How often do people like me get to be the hero?" That's like his one like good line in this
Which is
entire
supposed
fucking
to be a
thing.
commentary about, the everyman becoming a hero,
Yeah.
the nerd becoming the hero. Which is funny that he says that, and yet that is a trope. The nerd becoming
Yeah.
a hero. Like, it kind of falls apart when you consider
How often
other
people get to
media-
be let me get to be the hero? Like it turns out in fiction, especially in like 80s video games, pretty often.
Yeah, especially like in like comic books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty common trope. If you think about it.
Because I mean, there's the trope: the scientist in the lab accident gets superpowers and becomes a hero.
Yep, Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Alex. Like, I want to say I get what they were doing, but after discussing with you in the last episode, I kind of don't anymore. Or rather, maybe I understood what they were going for.
I'm
before
just
I
that
really thought about
persuasive.
it.
I'm just that persuasive, I guess.
Well, maybe it's just like on a surface level I kind of got what they're going for, but then once you really break it down, it's like what writer looked at this and said, yep, the more I think about this, the more sense it makes, not the less. Because it just breaks apart the more you think about it.
Yeah. And that's our job, is to overthink the shit out of this.
Yeah, the whole point
And
of
I
the
do like that the
series.
pulley makes this so much faster.
Yeah. It's only a convenience thing, but
Yeah.
it's convenient. You can wait until you get back to the crew. It shouldn't take more than a minute or two.
Old log books. Again, this is kind of adds the supernatural elements of the plot, which again we've talked about, but they don't work as well as the designers probably wanted them to. Honestly,
It's also kind of funny that, like, where would Laura go next if she didn't get this book?
I mean, their only real purpose is to kind of like explain how they can't just build a ship and get off the island like in Far Cry 3. Like in Far Cry 3, our entire like point of our Let's Play was, why doesn't Jason just go with them on the boat and leave the island now?
Yeah.
He has no reason not to. But like the supernatural elements in this game give you a built-in sort of reason. Like the whole plot is trying to figure out how we can avoid this storm killing us when we leave the island. Because otherwise we would just leave. Of course we would. Why would we stay in this filthy, godforsaken place? If we could
You know
leave.
why, Brandon? Because the Tao. Telling me.
Laura Croft is the chosen warrior of the Tatal.
This is went the wrong way. It's this way. Excuse me. Here we
Yeah,
go.
like that super in that sense, the supernatural elements do serve the plot by giving you a very nice and very obvious reason for why they can't leave.
Yeah.
And then when Reyes tries to build a boat and like, I'm getting the hell out of here, and Laura's like, no, you're not, because the island will not let you.
Believe me, we've tried.
This is an episode of Lost, you understand, Reyes? Like, the island will not let you leave.
Oh God, Lost.
Not until it's done with you.
It's funny that I mentioned like not ever missing fucking Alex's logbook, and now I feel like I've missed his logbook. So
It doesn't matter. We already.
It says exactly what I said it does, which is like
Yeah.
the exact transcript is something akin to like, I always wanted to be the hero that Laura would like, which is just so...
Yeah, that's his entire plot, is that he secretly has a crush on Laura. That's it. That's his entire character arc.
The other thing I'm trying to think of is like, do you feel like that just demeans the character in just saying like, I exist purely, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this.
Purely to make Laura look good by comparison.
Well, not even that, but it's like just this idea of like his only character is the one that loves Laura.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so weird, and it, you know, we talk a lot about Laura as a strong female character, but it's kind of weird because Alex almost serves to bring her down, where it's like, of course she has to be the object of somebody's love, and it's like, why? Why does somebody have to be in love with her in this story? Why does somebody have to do something for her because of love? Like, it just feel like it demeans Laura and him by his very...
Because she's an attractive young woman.
Yeah, and, you know, that's definitely, like, where I'd agree with Anita.
And she is an attractive young woman.
Yeah. But I feel like that's something like Anita Sarkeesian would say, and I would agree with. It's this idea of like, Laura, why does Laura have to be loved?
Yeah,
by
there
somebody?
really is no reason for Alex to exist.
Yeah, like he exists purely
And
as a lover.
that seems overly mean, but like
Well, that's
true
it.
nonetheless.
The whole crux of it.
I think the journal might actually be up here.
I thought it was like right next to a campfire or something. Whoop! Hey, what's up? You didn't see me.
I love how none of the guards turn around as you mercilessly jam this axe into somebody else's throat.
Is campfire here? Nope.
There's one like to your left.
Yeah, no, I mean like, is it at the campfire here? Because I could have sworn it was right
I
next to one.
thought this was it.
I could have sworn it was right next to one. I don't think it's all the way back at the ship. I thought it was like right after you leave the Endurance.
No, it could be
What
on.
the
It actually could be like right next to the ship.
You're gonna see that in a second.
Oh, that's so weird.
I forgot that if you move the stick at all, it completely breaks this pseudo-scripted sequence.
That's so silly.
Like, why does it let you do that? Why does it just not let you move? Alright.
That is so goofy.
We're about to make Camp do a cutscene and then we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
I think it's
I think
yeah,
you might actually get Alex's journal at the ship.
maybe. I don't remember. But you do this cutscene, this where Reyes is like, why does everybody die in your wake? And it's like, cause I'm the only one fucking doing anything!
When we heard the explosion, we
It's
thought...
like, at least Alex fucking tried. Mr. I'm gonna fix this ship and find my family.
And that makes him better than Sam.
God, Sam does nothing.
Yeah, at least Alex made an effort. Sam just literally sits there and like, I am the girl. The girl does nothing but sits there and like does the girl thing.
It's just so weird to see Laura as this powerful female character and then Sam being like the most tropey ass female character.
I know, it's so bad.
It's just like, here's what you could do that's really good with female characters. Here's a really
She-
bad way to do them.
Sam is the typical video game princess.
Finally, a little positivity.
Whitman, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking head when I get the chance.
Civilization in no time.
There should be an option for just kill Whitman at any moment in the game. Press RT, just shoot him in the face, I don't know.
Never hear Himiko's name again.
Yeah.
We can take the boat out at high tide.
And what a tale we'll have to tell. I'll make millions.
Bullshit again, Lara.
So I feel like Laura is the only one who is reacting realistically to seeing untold amounts of murder and torture. Like, everybody's just kind of like, I hope I never hear about her again. And it's like, granted, nobody laughs or anything like that, but like,
Yeah.
Laura's the only one who just like seems really quiet in that she doesn't want to, like, she seems like she doesn't want to look at anything anymore.
We have to
But I guess that's the way in that she's the only one who's seen all this shit. But I just feel
She's the
like,
only one that's actually fought.
yeah, but it's just so weird how, like, I guess I just feel like they're taking this a little too
Where are you
casually.
going?
They're just like, I don't know. Get
When
the
that
ship and-
storm hit the Endurance, I felt it because I'm the tribal guy.
Storms.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Find out what they decided.
Oh, god damn it.
Once we're ready to leave, we're leaving.
Yeah, they're just like, whether you
And
hear
then
or not.
Sam's like, I don't know if this place is cursed or not, but you gotta admit, there's some weird crap going on, which makes her somewhat useful, I guess, for once. Sam saying, there is some weird shit happening here.
Alright, so our next objective is that mountain base up there, believe it or not. But that's on the next episode of Interactive Friction. So, if you like this video, you can hit the like button below, and it makes Brandon smile, as he has told me before. He likes to tell me this. He likes to just send me text
Yes.
messages say, likes make me smile. So, if you want to make Brandon smile, do that. If you want to make
Yes,
me smile, I like to do
Sam.
that.
I'll send a text message to Sam, and I'll go, I smiled, and then Sam goes, what the hell are you talking about? Leave me alone.
Are you saying I wouldn't just go, oh, we got a like on our video? Holy shit. And obviously, if you want to see more videos from us, you can subscribe. We have new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday during our seasons, and we already have plans for future seasons. So if you're not interested in this game, we have Far Cry 3 prior to this, and we have other.
And
games
we'll
coming
have
out.
other games in the future that we do have we have like a list
Yeah, we have no plans
of
of
games that
stopping
we
this anytime soon.
want to drip through at some point.
Yeah, so you can subscribe for that. And of course, if you want to discuss this episode, other episodes, you can do so by commenting below, or you can check us out on Twitter and talk about the game there, where you can follow us if you have a Twitter account. We're pretty cool people to follow, I've been told. And
Yeah.
of course, if you want to read some stuff we've written about video games, we each have our own blogs that are linked in the description below. So all that being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Interactive Friction. Bye,
Take
guys.
care, guys.